It's the seismic shift of power demands that are required today and are going to be forward requirements for any other AI infrastructure. It's the design, it's the implementation of those energy pods, those ability to go ahead and power those data centers, and not to mention cool all the infrastructure that's required, that's in there in order to run these large, what would you say, outcome-driven facilities.
Yeah. So to your point, right? So the infrastructure that back in the dark ages, our design limitation in the data center was 5 kW per rack. Today you can buy racks that are for an NVL72 that's upwards of 160 kW. NVIDIA and others have on their design plans megawatt per rack. So if you start to think about the impact, especially on older data centers, how are they going to power them? How are they going to cool? There was one of the data centers when I was getting started, the total data center capacity was 16 kW. So that doesn't leave a lot of room for an NVL72 or whatever's coming next. So it's a seismic change.
Yeah, and directly to that point, a lot of customers that I'm having these conversations with, their forefront is the power requirements that they need to be able to do what they want to do with AI. Their current infrastructure can only withstand 5 to 30 kilowatt per rack, and we need a lot more to be able to power the high demand of each one of these servers. DGX systems, you can't even power them on with the 10 kilowatt. You need at least 15 for one inside of a rack. So the design limitation as well, if you can't have enough power inside one rack, you're spreading out across multiple racks, needing to then take up a lot more floor space. It's definitely a difficult thing.
Yeah, and it's creating tons of concerns and angst with our customers because they're worried about, do they need to retrofit their entire data center to be able to implement these new systems? Do they have the power, the cooling, the subfloor that will support the new weight? And they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard space because if they go to the cloud, then you have costs that are ballooning versus that on-prem. So it's how do you start small, how do you scale out, and really deliver the outcomes that they're looking to achieve with this in a way that's right-sized for exactly what their needs are.
You said something very interesting, and it's probably one of the most overlooked pieces of this conversation, and that is the weight. All right, the ability for data centers to be able to sustain what is the density of these racks. Right, they either have to be retrofitted one way or another. They have to be pre-built, pre-planned, as well as redesigned in some cases to be able to support just the mere weight of these racks. So a platform is no longer just a rack with a bunch of servers in it. It's now an iterative thing that is part of your entire ecosystem as you evolve your data centers over and over and over again.
Absolutely.